the Madrons manager, Mr. Stuart Perry. How you doing, pal?
Very good, very good.
Put the ball away, you thing.
He's celebrating!
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Hey, it was like, to be fair, you were saying that it'll be a nice experience to interview a winning manager today. I mean, to a certain extent, getting the 3 points was actually more important maybe than any performance today.
Without a doubt. I think Ross pointed out, I think it was November the 12th, since we last won a game, which is very unlike Montrose in recent years. So the boys were all feeling a wee bit of pressure. You're looking to get that win as quickly as you can in the new year, and luckily enough it came today. I thought we deserved it as well. I thought we were a better team without being overly dominating the game, but I still thought we probably edged it. And we've been building up the last few weeks. We've been getting better. A wee bit unlucky last week, and I thought we just rewarded today. We got a wee break at the end with the penalty kick.
Yeah. I don't think it's landed yet.
I don't know where it is. I just seen Ronnie away in the van looking for the ball. So, but yeah, so we got a wee break with that. But there's fine lines in this league. That if you get the breaks, you might want to win the game. But if you don't, you certainly won't win the game. So today was one of them where, but I thought we were really good at times in the game today. So it's a relief. There's no doubt about that. That the longer you go without winning a game, the harder it gets to win that game. And everybody in the league's trying to win football matches.
So tight, eh? So tight for those.
Obviously, there's a wee gap now at the bottom too with Clyde and Peterhead, who've got both new managers in. There's a new manager in today for Queen of South. So no, we're over the moon.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the fine margins, and I think we need to mention the fact that Ross did pull off what seemed to be an amazing save. In the second half there to keep us in it. He again proved his worth.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's no question that the big fella will go on and have a successful career as a imagine me praising goalkeepers.
I know. I'm going to ask you to do something else there, right?
He's been outstanding since he come in. There's no doubt about that, and he will go and have a great career. I've no doubt about that. He's got all the attributes to be a top goalkeeper. So we're just lucky to have him as long as we can have him. That's for sure.
Last week you talked about the fact that it was a good game, and Ross Matthews had his first start for us in a league game, which at his age must have been an amazing thing for him to be a part of.
It was great. Last week was even, and what I thought was even better last week was what Davey was latter for the week, which was for a guy to drive up from York to come and take the training on Thursday nights. Just it tells you all about what you need to know about Davey and what you know about this football club. So we're delighted for Davey and for Ross. He was outstanding within the game. If you were at the game or you watched the highlights, he certainly didn't let himself down. The credit to himself. Not an issue for Ross being on the bench today. Obviously, Aaron was coming back in, but Ross was on the bench today, and he acquitted himself great last week. So we're delighted with him as well. But we've known that for anybody that trains with the boys that train with him. We've trained 18 months now with Ross, and he's as good a goalkeeper as I've seen. Obviously, if we could put him on a stretching rack and get him a wee bit taller, that would help.
Give him a stool.
But apart from that, he's outstanding technically, and kicking the ball as well, he's outstanding.
Yeah. And of course, what we want to try and do here as a club is to bring guys through from the boys through to the full team, and he's doing that.
There's no doubt about that. Yeah, it kept saying it'd be great if we could get one or two locals, the younger ones, through into the first team squad in the next 2, 3, 4 years. Great, and jobs done, because it's hard getting them through. It's hard finding that pathway for the guys, but we've got 2 or 3 that we're really confident about that can maybe make that step up, and it would be great, and it saves the chairman putting his hand in his pocket as well.
That's how he's smiling in the back there, I'll tell you.
I know that. So that would be good, but it's a long way. It's hard for them to make that transition from 18s football basically to first team, especially when we're now class ourselves as a competitive team in the first division. So it's not like it's bottom second division or anything like that. It's top end, and there's like 40% of the teams are full time in this league. So it tells you how difficult it is.
Was Davey ever bending your ear to actually get a starting place against Falkirk?
No, Davey was just delighted. You'd seen the gear that he turned up in. He had boots, I think, that Tom Forsyth wore when he played the Rangers or something like that. These old things, but no, he was honestly, he's such a great guy, and we're delighted that he's ambassador at the club, and for him to turn up on the Thursday, then the Saturday, outstanding.
Yeah, great. Now you're talking about how competitive it is, and we're up against Kelty next. Another home game though, which is great. And well, you know, there's not that big a gap between us and them, and it does just show you how tight things are.
John's done brilliant. I thought that was the last time we won a game actually, and we were lucky that day. We scored 2 goals late on, and John steadied the ship. There's no doubt about that. And Kelty will be a formidable force in the first division, probably next season. They do really well. They might get in the top 4, who knows? But they'll consolidate. There's no doubt about that. They've got some very good players as well, I might add. So we'll look forward to it. But we're now going to a wee break. We've got a break now for 2 weeks, which is great. It allows anybody that's got any knocks, niggles, to get over that. We'll train really hard this week again with Chris, and we'll get the fitness levels up, and then we'll be ready for Kelty. We're going well at home. I think we've lost 2 all season at home, if memory serves me correct. So that's fine. If we can just stay like that to the end of the season, we'll be okay. But yeah, it's another big game for us. Yeah.
If we can get a run in to the end of the season like we've had the last few seasons, it should be good.
Without a doubt, I think we've always been good with the last quarter. So we just need to go and pick up as many as we can this quarter, then we'll see where we're at. If we can get a tilt into the top 4 come the last quarter of the season, because it's, for me, if you look, I think Dunfermline look like they're away a little bit at the moment from Falkirk. But when you look at the rest, from 3 to 7 at the moment, or 3 to 8, it's really tight. So, and we're in that pack, so it's up to us now to go and push on and win more games. Yeah.
Well, delighted with the 3 points today, as I'm sure we all are with the 3 points today. And all the very best for the next home game, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, buddy.
See me in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Stop, dude. Stop, right. Stop, right, sir. Well done, pal. Good stuff.